A possession construction can be embedded within a jar construction, pointing construction, or a describing construction. We already discussed that harf jar form a unit with the ism they act upon. Now, take a look at لِقَوْمِهِ. قَوْمِ is in jar because of li and forms a possession construction with the pronoun he. The harf jar li is now associated with a whole unit, which means that li is not just forming a jar construction with qaum, but the whole idafa. Let's take a look at some more examples. ما أصاب من مصيبة إلا بإذن الله. إذني is in jar because of bi, and it forms an idafa with the mudaf ilayh Allah. This idafa is then embedded within a jar construction formed by the harf jar bi. Wallahu bi kulli shay'in alim. The idafa kulli shay'in is again embedded within a jar construction formed by the harf jar bi. وَاتْلُو مَا أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ مِنْ كِتَابِ رَبِّكَ. Now this example is a little bit more interesting. رَبِّكَ is a idafa because pronouns attached to ism form always a idafa. Now رَبِّكَ as a unit acts as a mudaf ilayh and forms an idafa with the ism kitabi. Notice that Rabbi is in jar for that reason. So we have two merged idafa which are embedded within a jar construction formed by the harf jar min. The technicalities behind Rabbika acting as a mudaf ilayh is a more advanced discussion which we will have later. We will also discuss how the jar construction interacts with other constructions very soon. So now to idafa that are embedded within describing constructions. As already discussed, two words need to match in their four characteristics in order to make a describing construction. This is no different when an adjective describes a possession construction which acts as a whole unit. As discussed, i'rab, number, and gender are defined by the mudaf, and the definiteness is defined by the mudaf ilayh. This idafa, imra'atul baladi, is in rafa and singular feminine, which is determined as discussed by the mudaf, and it is definite because of its mudaf ilayh. So the whole idafa as a unit has these four characteristics. Now sadiqa needs to have the same characteristics, so we need to make it rafa, singular feminine, and definite. Now all characteristics match, and al-sadiqatu is the sifa of the mawsuf, which is also a idafa. Together they form a describing construction with an embedded idafa. Let's take a look at an example from the Quran. Tilka ayatul kitabil hakim. Ayatu and al-kitabi form a idafa. This idafa is rafa, singular, feminine, and definite. But the ism al-hakimi does not match the characteristics of the whole idafa because it is in jar, singular, masculine, and definite. But it matches the characteristics of al-kitabi and thus only describes al-kitabi. That's why it is translated as the verses of the wise book. Al-Hakimi only describes the book. If it would match the characteristics of the whole idafa, then it would be translated as the wise verses of the book. Again, there is a nuance here. A sifa either describes an idafa as a whole, or it just describes the mudaf ilayh. Now to pointing nouns. We already discussed that a pointing noun interacts with ism in two ways. First, it forms a nominal sentence when it refers to a ism that is indefinite, like هذا رجل, this is a man. Or it forms a pointing construction when it refers to a definite ism like هذا الرجل, this man. Now, there is nothing out of the ordinary when a nominal sentence with a idafa is formed. We just put the pointing noun in front of the idafa. هذا رجل البلد, this is the man of the city. Likewise, هذا رجل البلد means this is a man of a city. But we have a problem when we want to make a pointing construction with an idafa. You see, the ism needs an explicit L in order to make a pointing construction, which is a problem with هذا رجل البلد, because a mudaf cannot have an L. So the only solution to this problem is that the pointing noun needs to stand after the idafa, because nothing comes in between mudaf and mudaf ilayh, right? So rajulul baladi hadha means this man of the city. Likewise, rajulu baladin hadha means this man of a city. Let's look at some more examples from the Quran. لقاء يومكم هذا. The first idafa here is يومكم. يومي is the mudaf and kum is the mudaf ilayh. And this idafa is then referred to by the pointing noun هذا, therefore forming a pointing construction. The meeting of this day of yours. لقاء is also the mudaf of the mudaf ilayh يومكم, forming the second idafa. That's it again. Things to remember: an idafa can be used as a mudaf ilayh to form another idafa. A sifa can describe idafa as a whole or just the mudaf ilayh. And a pointing construction with an idafa is formed by placing the pointing construction after the idafa. This idafa can of course be definite or indefinite. We will discuss the relative pronouns in the next video.